Hello ambitious anglers, welcome back to another episode of Will It Lure? I'm Brody. One of the most common questions I get is what fishing lures work best for a particular fish species. The point of this series is to help new anglers or anybody getting into lure fishing for the first time, and what I will do is go out and spend my hard-earned money on these fishing lures and come out here and test them for you guys to see, so that way I save you the overwhelming feeling whenever you go into a tackle shop, whether that's in-store or online. Now in this series I abide by a few guidelines. Number one, we have to pick a target species and they actually have to be in the area. Number two is we have to pick a fishing lure that will have some chance of success, keeping in mind the features of bait, size, and color. Number three, I'm going to break down the specs of the lure. I'm going to show you how I'm fishing the lure, and I'm also going to show you the action that it provides. And number four, we're going to rate the lure. If it catches 0 fish, it will not lure. If it catches 1 fish, it will indeed lure. And if it catches 3 or more fish, I'll give it the ambitious angler seal of approval to go out and get it now. So today's target species of choice is striped bass. I am currently out here on a jetty right at the end where it's just nothing but rocky structure with this big lighthouse right in the middle of it. And right around this rocky point is something called a spit, which is basically just an outpouching or a sand flat or a sandbar that's kind of extending into the deep water. Right now, this spit is extending right into a bay, and there's some really nice currents that go right around this point, and this is where a lot of the stripers like to corral. Now for today's fishing lure of choice, we're gonna be going with the Daiwa SP Minnow. Daiwa SP Minnow, hence the name, imitates a minnow bait fish. They come in 2 versions. We got floating versions and sinking versions. Today, I have all floating versions here, and the reason why I choose that is because whenever I retrieve the lure, I want to control the depth and the speed of how it dives. They come in a variety of different colors. We have colors that are flashy like this, all the way down to a simple bone, and then down to like a black and purple color. The sizes that you guys can get are as low as 5 1/4 inch, all the way up to the 6 inch, and then all the way up to the biggest, which is 6 3/4 inch. The sizes and the colors that you guys choose to get really depend on the conditions of the water, the wind that you're casting against, and the bait that's in the area. Now to break down the lure from tip to tip, we're gonna start with this one. They all come standard with a split ring right at the nose here for you to tie on your snap swivels or your fishing lines. They all have plastic lips, so that way whenever you're retrieving them, they will dive. They also come with 2 attachments for hook points. They come standard with split rings just like this one, and they also come standard with treble hooks. Me, I have to do the modification, and the modification I made was putting inline single hooks that are barbless, and these ones here are the 4.0. The reason why I made these modifications is because I'm from Prince Edward Island, Canada, and for our striped bass fishing up here, everything has to be single hooks and barbless. So I had to make these hook swap outs to abide by our fishing regulations. A simple rule of thumb that I follow is just to match the entire single hook gap with the entire gap of the treble hook, and that's usually good. But just make sure that you test your lures out after you make the swap out, just to ensure that the action is intact. Now another cool thing about these Daiwa SP Minnows is they have a wicked rattle in them, so they will attract fish to come up and smack them if they are in the area. Another thing with that rattle is they have a weight distribution system inside, so a lot of these weights are going to be transferred to the tail of the lure whenever it's loaded up on the rod and you cast it out. So they will cast like rockets, and then whenever it hits the water, these weights are going to transfer to the top of the lure where the head is, and when you retrieve it, it's going to help it dive. So the Daiwa SP Minnow size and color that I'm choosing today is the 6 3/4 inch yellow pearl. This is the biggest one in my lineup. I'm not super concerned about bait sizes because right now it's the summertime. Baits are about this small, but they also can get up to that big. So this one here fits right in the middle. And also keeping in mind the conditions today, we have some pretty strong winds coming from the north. We also have an outgoing tide, so I need to cast this thing into the wind or out as far as I can to pick off any stripers that might be staging. Now I'm gonna be throwing this lure on my 5000 Daiwa BGMQ reel here. I've got 30 pounds super smooth braid on here, and I've got about 4 feet of the Yozuri 30-pound fluorocarbon leader tied down to my lure here. So let's take this guy out and I'll show you the action that it has in the water. Okay, so as you can see, it does float. The weight distribution system currently is at the nose of the lure, so that's good. And sorry for the murky water, but as you guys can tell, it does kind of rotate and twitch at the same time. As always, guys, I will leave links to these lures in the video description box below. And just before we start testing this fishing lure out, I just want to make a little disclosure that some of these lures will work or may not work depending on the location and the time that they are fished. So let's get out there and start testing out the Daiwa SP Minnow. Will the Daiwa SP Minnow lure? Let's find out. All right, let's see if we get any stripers here. We got that outgoing tide, so there might be a few staged up on this side. Oh, there they are. Oh, a whole bunch of them, guys. Whole bunch of them just swam towards that. So I'm essentially just gonna do a steady cast and retrieve. Nothing too fast, nothing too slow, just somewhere in the middle. Oh yeah, look at that right there, guys. Yes. Got one. Oh geez, he is whipping around like crazy. Holy crap, man. Nice take. Nice take there. Oh, I hooked him on his belly. Bring you up here. Oh yeah, he's a keeper. That's a nice one. There we go. Oh, that's a beauty. That's a beauty right there, guys. Look at that one. Daiwa SP Minnow. Will it lure? Indeed it does. Let's get him back. All right, let's get him back here. There he goes, back to the ocean. There you go, guys. We got one on the Daiwa SP Minnow. Let's see if it makes a seal of approval. So just like before, cast in and out, and I'm just doing a steady retrieve. That is it. You can tighten your drag up well if you're using 30-pound braid like I am to get that hook set. Look at my cast down current here. Try over here. Looks like there's a little bit of a sand flat on this side. There might be a few staged up on it. I find a lot of the stripers love to hang out near the sand if there's some deep water right around the edges of it. There's some engagement already. Yes, yes. Almost hit you guys there. Okay, let's go, stripers, let's go. Where he's at? Yes, got one, guys. There we go. It's our second one. All right, it's nice up here. This is a nice little grassy, soft bed area. Get you down off the side here. There we go. Oh, there we go. Another one, guys, that lured right here. All right, just a little schoolie striper on the Daiwa SP. 6 3/4 inch, guys. Okay, pal, here we go. There he goes. That's awesome, guys. Heck yeah. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this Will It Lure episode. Managed to get 2 striped bass on the Daiwa SP Minnow. Not quite the seal of approval, but it probably would have gotten it if there would have been more stripers in the area. But I do recommend the Daiwa SP Minnow to add to your striped bass lure arsenal. Listen, guys, if you did enjoy this Will It Lure episode, please drop the video a like and let me know in the comment section below if you have any fishing lures that you want me to test for striped bass. I'll go out and purchase them and come out here and test them for you guys. And if you're new to this channel and love striped bass fishing, consider subscribing. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Stay determined to cast because you are destined to catch. Take care.